We woke up looking out the window at the rain. But there are cappuccino monkeys out here eating whatever fruit grows in this tree. So I've got the umbrella in the pocket so you can see these guys. It's day 3 of our series. Our 2-week series with the VANDERSONS. And it started off with a cool little cappuccino monkey sighting. We've already seen a couple. They jump, there he goes. He's gonna jump from one tree to the other. There he goes, oh my God. Oh, how cute. And now he's gonna walk down and jump on this shorter tree. Now he's on the move. And there he goes. He's gonna go into that thick stuff right there. Oh, how cute was that? Good morning, guys, from the east coast of Costa Rica. It is raining. There's supposed to be a hike today. I don't know if there's gonna be. I'm out here in my pajamas, guys. I had to do what I had to do to get that monkey. Oh my goodness, there's another one. Yesterday our day started with sloths. If you missed that, here's a really quick clip. You have to back up and start watching the series from the beginning, or back up and at least catch day 2 over on the VANDERSONS channel. We had amazing sloth sightings yesterday. Oh Lord, there's one right over my head. How cute. Headed back in because it's raining. Time for some breakfast. I love it. All right, happy day 3. Let's get this day started.
We have the plan to go hiking today through this beautiful national park right here. But honestly, we're kind of already in it. We're sitting here watching the monkeys and the sloths. But the bad news is it's raining. So yesterday we were gonna go do this hike and it rained. So we decided to go out on the boat and do some amazing snorkeling. We also saw sloths. That was pretty cool. We saw the babies. But today we're having to wait for the rain. Hopefully it clears up. I wanna take the big camera because there are cool monkeys, as Snow's already showed you, everywhere. So let's go see what happens with this weather and how this day is gonna end up turning out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a rain delay.
Yes, we do. So we just got a WhatsApp from the VANDERSONS. It is a little bit after 8 o'clock, and 8 o'clock was supposed to be the time these guys were launching on their hike. It is raining pretty hard out there. So, looks like by these WhatsApp messages back and forth between Danny and Curt, the rain delay is currently until 10 o'clock. Another monkey from the van. Look at that. We're still on the rain delay, but it's starting to stop, and I looked out the front window. The VANDERSONS are starting to wake up. They're on the move. But right over their van is a sloth. Let's see if we can show you. And it's just so stinking cute. Right? Literally right above the VANDERSONS van.
That's some good living.
Yeah, right? Good morning, Sombrita.
And then this is where we slept last night. And so the entrance to the park is right over here. So we're really close to that, which is really cool. And another nice thing is there's a little restaurant over here. So if Snow wants to get up and get out here and have a cup of coffee or a tea or whatever and do a little bit of work here, enjoy the beach, she can do that. But the entrance is right over here. so it's super easy. It was 3,000 colones, I believe, for us to park here, which is 600 to 1, so I believe that makes it about $5 to stay here for the night. They did have a bathroom here, and then the park entrance is donation. Where? Oh. Hey, you guys should see this crab out here. It's really cool. Are you brushing your teeth? I thought van lifers didn't brush their teeth.
All right, the Vandersons are ready. Oh, who's that, Vanna? What's going on? There's Sombrita and Emily, and everyone's waiting on Mr. Early Bird. Mr. Early Bird is holding up the whole show. What's going on, Curt?
Well, I didn't really have any help getting my stuff together today. And since I am shooting a major video production, I did have a lot of stuff. And I missed charging my iPhone battery to fly the drones. And I don't have the drone app on my new phone. So that's
oh, so you're downloading
Excuses.
the drone app.
Excuses.
All right, this is where we go in, I guess. This is where we got to memorize the map, guys, so we don't get lost.
Just one trail.
Remember to stay on the path at all times, Danny. Did Danny just spot a sloth?
Danny caught the first sloth.
Number one.
Well,
Spokane,
the
Washington. Number one spotter.
I still don't see it.
It's a up the.
Oh, it's a low hanging sloth.
Yeah, it must always. Yeah, it must be there often because there is a little path.
So this little guy right here is pretty cool. He's curled up and sleeping. If you stay here long enough, he'll probably move around, scratch or something, yawn. But we'll probably move on because I think we'll see more of these guys today. Now, we haven't gotten very far into the hike, and we've already seen a sloth. And then we saw a boa constrictor up in the trees. And he was hard to video because he was kind of hidden. And then it looks like Danny and Emily found some ants.
Watch your step there, but over here is pretty intense.
What are these?
I don't know.
Can you give me a little
They're
ant
not
lesson?
leaf cutter. They're not leaf cutter ants. I'd say these are fire ants.
I'd say they're fire ants too.
Yeah, so watch your step. You don't want these
I
to
think
climb
they're
up your
fire
leg.
ants. See?
These ones
careful.
hurt. I have a lot of these bites right now.
Oh, what are they eating? They got something.
Smacking something.
Oh, they caught something on the forest floor. They're all swarming it. Look at them. They're fighting over it.
Ooh, they are scary.
So, not very far into the jungle, and it's already full of life. Of course, we got the waves crashing, the crickets chirping. It's a pretty cool spot, though.
Yeah, this is amazing.
So this is like a whole different kind of ant right here. These are smaller, and they have this big like volcanic pile. And it looks like you got ants just carrying big, I guess that's sand out of there, right?
Yeah.
And then there's other ones like that are carrying flowers in. So you got them carrying stuff in and carrying stuff out. But I haven't seen these kind of ants. Cool. Oh, was that? Danny just dropped a little fact bomb on us from the park ranger. You say boa constrictors are native and they don't eat the raccoons?
They don't eat the sloths.
Oh, they don't eat the
They
sloths.
do eat raccoons.
They eat raccoons.
Mapache, raccoon.
Is that better? Is a raccoon better than a sloth?
Well, I think
Or vice
it's a little
versa?
scarier for me, because if a boa constrictor can eat a raccoon that moves kind of fast and is pretty versatile animal, whereas a sloth it seemed like would be an easy kill. But
Easy target. So you could outrun a sloth, in other words.
I can't out hide a sloth.
All right, we just came up on the river, and the river drains into the ocean up here, so I think we actually might have a little water crossing up here. Is this where you're gonna do your swim and your push-ups? Your pushing up challenge?
You know what those bubbles in the river are?
Air being released from the lurky depths. I don't know what.
Could be a crocodile.
Could you guys see the vans from here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the van right there. Danny's up here scouting the river crossing. Our first one wasn't so bad at all.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Oh, it is a little Wow, it really looks like some sea over here.
Really does. So we were coming up through here and we spotted some remnants or some cable and some stuff. Danny's like, I think they used to do something with an oil well here. Now, lo and behold, we walk up here and what's this thing, Danny?
Exploratory oil well.
Look at that. So I don't know if you guys can hear all those crickets, but this trail comes along the beach and it's taken sort of several different ecosystems, it feels like, or different kinds of fauna and stuff. Very humid, but it's also very pretty. I've spotted something up here. We just climb that tree across and then drop down on the other side.
Oh, that tree right there? That's a good idea.
So red water from all the tannins. Blood red from the trees, right? Ah. And more crabs. More crabbies. That water's almost black. Oh, this is what they mean. It turns the water red, not that it has red sap. So these little black lines along the trees are termite tunnels. And they go right back here to the main mound. And you can see them, they're kind of all up a lot of these branches of these trees. But yeah, termite tunnels. guys, we just came up here and this little cappuccino monkey sitting on this tree, eating a piece of fruit, watching us watch him. His little hands move pretty fast when it comes to feeding, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a pretty efficient eater. Look at him just ripping those pieces out. He takes like one bite and just throws everything else away.
I think it's a mango.
I love how he was holding it all at first.
It's got like little chunks on it, like little pieces, almost like a little pineapple type fruit.
Oh.
So we're walking along and there's these little cappuccino monkeys everywhere. And I think they're coming here. I think these might be my favorite monkeys. Look at them. They got their little faces. They got a white face. Look at him. He's like, hey, give me some food. But seriously, they've been picking up these little fruits from down here on the ground.
Oh, they're coming.
All right, guys, we're getting to the end. Puerto Vargas. And so we should be able to see the further south coast, which is where we're headed later today when we get back to the van after we have lunch. So here it is, the big reveal.
There's the corner. Oh wow, whole new view. Looks like some good vanning over there.
Yeah, where's our next spot? It's probably down there a little bit further, huh?
I think it's the first spot is somewhere in this area.
Anyway, guys, we're headed south for a few more spots, a few more adventures. The water's a little more turquoise over here.
So, Danny, Emily, and Curt are going for a hike in this amazing national park. Of course, I would like to be there, but my darn knee. One day soon, maybe I won't have to say that. But what I'm going to do is when they get back, we're going to pack up the vans and we're moving to a new campsite. We're going to go wild camp on a beach several miles south of this national park. And what I thought I would do is, Curt was in the garage the other day and did some rearranging, made it much easier to get to our Vitamix blender. So I'm going to go ahead and prep up some fruit, some pineapple, some mangoes, and bananas. So when they get back, I'll have all that in the refrigerator getting nice and cold. So as soon as we get to our next campsite and get set up there, we can break out that blender and have some smoothies. pineapple and the mango are cut up. I'll wait and chop the bananas right before we put them in the blender. G's like, hey, you did all that work and there's no food for me. Right, buddy? He could care less. And look at this one. Taking a nap. They got it rough, guys, these van life kitties. But I expect the gang to be back in maybe about an hour. And then it will be time to pack up the van and move to our next camp. I'm so excited. And hopefully they saw some cool animals out there. This is supposed to be a really amazing national park. So, another thing in just day-to-day van life. Getting stuff shipped to us when we need to buy things that are not available in the countries that we're in is tough. But I brought a bunch of stuff back when I went home to get my vaccine. But I forgot some things. And Curt is headed home in a few weeks to get his vaccine and to do a short visit with his parents. So I gotta do some shopping while we've got good Wi-Fi here at this national park parking lot and get some stuff shipped to his mom and dad's house so he can bring it back when he comes. Curt is back from his hike. He was gone for over 3 hours. He came back starving. So he immediately whipped us up a little lunch. We've got some, is that pork? Pork with a little barbecue sauce, diced tomato, a little quarter of avocado, some broccoli and cauliflower. It's looking pretty good. The kitties are happy Curt's back. All's right with the van again, guys.
Hey.
So we will finish eating lunch, do dishes, button up the van, and then we hit the road.
Moving day.
Do we need to stop and get any veggies or anything on the way?
I think we're good.
We're good. So we're headed to our next campsite soon, guys.
So we left this awesome little national park, Cahuita, I think. but this little stretch of beaches along here have been beautiful. We are headed to another destination.
Southbound. So we've pulled up at our campsite and there's a tree that may give us an issue on getting in. We're gonna have to see. Danny's over here talking to one of the locals. He's very friendly. So let's see what we figure out. But it looks like a pretty epic place to pull right up under those trees and camp. So let's hope for the best.
So we found this little spot right on the beach. It's free camping. We talked to the people across the street. He said it's perfectly fine, a safe neighborhood, but the VANDERSONS may have gotten stuck in the sand.
Oh, we're here.
Danny was trying to push it out. He didn't have much luck.
We're just a little stuck.
Are you gonna pull them out now, or are you gonna pull them out later when you get ready to leave? That's a pretty sick view. I mean,
I think that we're gonna wait.
everything looks pretty good the way it is, right?
Yeah. Don't worry.
Sombrita likes it here for sure.
Yeah, favorite place, the beach.
Yeah, I think we'll call it good, and I could bust out the max jacks to get back a little farther, but it's great.
All right, guys, I got some water in there. I've already poured a little bit of rum in there. I got a banana in there and a little bit of our orange flavored water that we like. So now we need some pineapple and some banana, maybe a couple of ice cubes. Let's see how this turns out. Please, the worker. This is mine. Yes. Look at my mouth. All right, we going?
Cheers.
Great day, guys.
Not too strong. Could have put more, right?
Yeah, that is good.
Alright guys, it is not often we mix up drinks with this much rum in them. So we think it's wise to go ahead and end the video right here. And don't forget, we will see you in the morning rather than in a few days, but over on the VANDERSONS channel. So you're going to want to go over there to see what in the world we're getting up to tomorrow on the east coast of Costa Rica. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!